Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 6 Soviet cruiser, Budyonny. It has 9 main guns, 6 secondary guns, 30 AA guns, 10 torpedoes, a top speed of 35 knots, total health 30,800. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase main battery accuracy, reduce the chance of flooded fire, faster rudder shift. For my commander, situation awareness, basic survivability, basic firing training, faster turret traverse, superintendent, advanced firing training, and concealment. We are on the map Two Brothers, and I have received some comments suggesting that I did not play as well as I should in the last couple Soviet cruiser games. Fine. You be the judge of this one. Basic overview of this particular ship. It uses 152mm guns. Obviously, the velocity is much better than the Cleveland, who is also at Tier 6 and uses 152mm guns. The design principle is pretty much, let's make a bunch of Megamis, and I think they've successfully done that. Enemy Minikaze shows up. We're going to go as broad as we can, get all the guns involved because we're a light cruiser, high rate of fire, high velocity. Yes, I am very excited for this tree. Granted, you do give up detectability compared to the Megami. Your torpedo systems are not as capable. 4 kilometers. That's all I got on these torpedoes. You can't use it for anything other than defense. We didn't really have a shot on anything else other than the New York. Another enemy destroyer shows up. He's about 9.5 kilometers away. And we get a little bit of damage on him as well. It really is a beautiful art to do damage to these destroyers who think, we're so far away, we're not going to take damage, and they don't maneuver at all. You have to maneuver. Just because you're a small target doesn't mean you're hard to hit. I am a light cruiser. I'm going to use the rate of fire to my advantage. If I miss, I'll just fire again. And we definitely missed with that shot. But more enemies are coming to the party. A cruiser. That New York in the background. Another destroyer. 3 destroyers on this flank. Really? And it's a Farragut. He's close range. He's firing on my position. We're going to fire on his and falling short. We need to predict that they want to move back. Can we get another shot on him before he completely hides because of the smoke? And we do. We land 1 single token shell on the enemy destroyer. Enemy New York. Again, only target that really is giving me the chance to fire on him. That Farragut is trying to fire blind in the smoke. It's not going to work. I'm moving out of your range. That is something that should never work ever again, especially with radar. But it's not coming online until Tier 8, so you got to deal with it. Shells are making contact, but you don't know, because there's no damage being done. There we go, 3,400. Ooh, that was cool. 5,600 points of damage in 1 salvo on the New York. We get 1,800 as a little bonus. We're doing pretty good. The 152mm guns actually do pretty good damage. And it feels just like the Megami in the aspect that the guns overwhelm the target, especially destroyers. If you can get a large salvo, that's pretty good. 2,200. And we knock out propulsion, also steering, I believe. And you really can just 16 seconds, completely decimate them, take them out of the fight, move on to the next one, just like the Megami. The turret traverse is great. I mean, it's great. It's German cruiser level great. But the ship itself is sluggish. It is vulnerable to attack. I'm going to try and take advantage of this of Omaha. First shot, HE. We do a little bit. Whoa, someone did a huge shot. We follow up with AP. I thought I would get a chance to Citadel him. Turns out, didn't need to. Just need to get damage on the target. And don't feel guilty. You are a light cruiser. This is your job. You're supposed to fill in the gaps. And I still had that cursor issue. I'm sorry. The enemy Furutaka is showing up. And it looks like he has to show his side to me. We get a citadel. He is under 5,000 hit points. Can we finish him with this shot? Yeah, we do. 2 more citadels. The gun systems on these Soviet cruisers are very impressive. Very impressive. But again, back to the ship itself. It's sluggish in the turn. It feels like it gets citadeled at more angles than the other cruisers, for instance. So anytime a battleship has you dead to rights, you cannot afford to try and turn the ship around. You need to be angled to give yourself the best chance to avoid death. Now I switch back to HE. We're going to engage the New York. At long range, I'm looking for that fire. The eastern flank is gone. Absolutely nobody is in the eastern flank. We've got way too many ships that are moving to the far 1-2 line. We have a clear advantage on the side and we're not taking it. We're setting the enemy New York on fire. I'm headed back to defend the eastern side of the map. I notice that there's smoke there and it's moving, so the enemy destroyer is there and I don't want to pull a Notser. Okay, let's turn the rudder. Turn the ship around. Okay, we're good. Are we good? I think we're good. So, what do we have on the eastern side of the map? Well, looks like a destroyer at least. Maybe 2. They started out the match with 4 destroyers. We can confirm at least 2 of them are on the west. So I'm just going to infer that the other 2 are on the east. I haven't seen the other battleship. Are you? Okay, we're cool. Cool. Get a little bit of damage on the Minikaze. Can we finish him off? We're going to do one more shot. He tried to torpedo us, by the way. We follow it in. It looks good. Oh, just barely. He's got less than 400 hit points, but there's another destroyer right in front of us, a Farragut. We're going to get him. That Nicholas is taking damage from the friendly aircraft carrier. That's fantastic. And I'm sure this Farragut was like, well, I didn't expect you to be targeting me. But hey, the turret traverse is so easy. He pops the smoke, of course. We're going to get one more, maybe another salvo before he completely goes dark. There's a friendly fighter squadron overhead, so he would have to commit fully to stationary. But he doesn't. And oh, 3,800, one more salvo. Come on, take him out. Oh, he's so dead. See you later, Farragut. Good. He probably sent out torpedoes. We should consider changing our angle just to make sure. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to sail towards him, try and avoid the torpedoes that way. Minimize the profile of my ship. I could also call out my scout plane. It's great. Oh, no. At that precise moment, I decided he didn't send us torpedoes, and it cost us. We sailed right into one, took it fully broadside, had to use damage control. There's another cruiser coming, but I gotta take the Nicholas out before he takes out the friendly aircraft carrier. He's 14 kilometers away. We try and lead the target. We don't lead him enough, though. Okay, well, we're still headed towards there. And I'm just gonna humor you. There's no way my torpedoes will ever reach him. But maybe something will pop out. And the Nicholas is popping his smoke. He is afraid of death. I don't blame him. Come on, give us a good shot. Let us take him out. Protect the independence. He's wiggling back and forth. He's doing a good job of being unpredictable. There's definitely no pattern to his decision making. Did we? Oh, we caught him. We nicked him. We're going to do another one. And these cruisers are great for taking out the destroyers. Again, they're a light cruiser, the Mogami. You've seen how I've worked the Mogami. This feels very natural, and we take out the Nicholas. Okay, it's an Alba. The Independence is pretty healthy. The Alba figures, let's take out the low health target, which is my cruiser. But I don't want him to take me out. He's actually come to a complete stop. Interesting choice. I would love to punish this play because it's so bad. Don't ever come to a complete stop in anything other than a battleship, and you should only be stationary in a battleship if you know your flank is protected from both torpedoes and another battleship. Please don't do this strategy. This is a very amateur strategy. And, he can't reach us. He didn't have range. Funny thing, the Soviet cruiser pretty much outranges every other cruiser, except maybe the German cruiser. So anytime you're fighting an Alba or a Cleveland, if you go a kilometer away from your max range and engage them, they can't touch you at all. The only thing he can do is move closer or move away, and he's choosing to move away. We set him on fire, and we also knocked out a module. He puts out the fire. He's going to be susceptible to more fires, and I would love to light that baby up again. We got a friendly torpedo bomber, but he's got fighters trying to stop him. He's not going to do that much. He might hit one, but he's not going to take out the Alba. He gets 2. Wow, he got 2. That's impressive. Way better than I thought he would do. And, oh, the Alba has a flood. Well, he's going to die. We're just going to assist him on to the next game. We get a fire. This is great. The Alba guns can't even rotate fast enough to return fire. You can see the front ones are still not in position to do anything. And he probably is accepting his fate. Okay, there's nothing I can do. And so far, this game's been really close, but we've shut down the Eastern Wave. And again, sorry, the cursor issue, don't know what it is. It was really frustrating. We don't get the kill. Friendly gets the kill. We earn Confederate, though, which is cool. And the aircraft overhead, acting like I'm not even here. They actually don't notice me at all. I've got 1 aircraft kill. Remember when I suggested that the AA is actually good? Oh, it's okay. Just not down here. You've got to get much higher before you start seeing AA that feels rewarding. We had our defensive fire up, and we weren't able to take out any more. We only got 2 aircraft. But there looks to be an enemy Iziaslav headed down or attempting to go down the center of the map. I would love for him to rush into me as I can destroy him. And that minikaze is super low. Dive bomber's going to try, but there's only 1 there. Probably not going to hit with his bomb. Yeah, he doesn't hit with his bomb. One of the battleships or that cruiser should just take him out. Now that Iziaslav, he has committed. He's going in the gap. We are scouted every once in a while by aircraft. So Notser, he knows you're coming. And, yeah, he knows we're coming. I could actually fire on that New York if I wanted to, but I think the New York is going to burn down. No, actually, it stopped. Okay, well, the minikaze is still alive. The Iziaslav is also still alive. Pop my scout aircraft, trying to get angle on it. Of course, it's taken out by a friendly. All right. Well, we'll just fire on the South Carolina that appears to have been AFK or something. I don't know exactly what's going on. But what I do know is there will be a destroyer right in front of me any moment. And here he is. Okay, guns are ready to go. Fire at the waterline. And we take him out. That's straightforward. Bet you he sent torpedoes. So we're going to slow down and change our heading. I feel like he's going to overshoot us and we'll be good to go. What? No! He sent widespread torpedoes, and we hit the only torpedo in the center. Are you kidding me? Boy, do I feel bad. If I was going full speed, I could have avoided it. Even if I chose that exact direction, I could have gone to the left just a little bit. Come on, Fuso. Take out the minikaze. He's 5 kilometers away, and he's only 85 hit points. Friendly. Misses completely. That's unfortunate. Fuso. Misses completely. Okay, well, he tries a blind fire. And he finally gets him. He just needed the target to hide himself before he actually was accurate enough to take him out. Now, I'm happy for him. 2 kills. Good job. He made it a lot harder than it needed to be. Just chain fire whenever the target is within a single turret of dying. and you should have a general idea of how much each turret can do, because you got the information right there, how much your shells do. So, now that the Minikaze is dead, now that all the enemy team is dead except for the aircraft carrier, this game is in the bag. The Fuso, however, probably gonna die, because dive bomber's incoming, he's sailing directly at him, and I would drop manual. This battleship is clearly not respecting the damage potential of these dive bombers. Oh man, poor Fuso, that feels terrible. But you can't sail directly at a dive bomber and expect him to not be 100% accurate. Plenty of time to do a manual drop. So we're just going to speed through this. It's an aircraft carrier. They're going to run and hide. We all know this. Overall, felt really great about this game. Confederate, Kraken Unleashed, in a Soviet cruiser that I have very little experience in, is fantastic. But that torpedo, can't believe that torpedo was in the worst possible position for me. We earned Kraken Unleashed, Confederate, 5 kills, 3 citadels, couple fires, 1,660 base XP. Pretty solid game in a tier 6 match. We did around 60,000 points of damage. Small, most of our targets were destroyers, so that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Budyonny. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.